Think you only have to pay cash to get into a CONDOTEL? Think again. Here with my good friend Leslie. Keep watching this video. She's going to show you how you can get financing on a CONDOTEL. Hi everybody, Christina Ingram here with Keller Williams Realty Las Vegas, and I'm here with Leslie Gonzales of
Castle and Cook Mortgage.
And we're here to talk to you about how to get financing on a CONDOTEL. I've gotten lots of phone calls where some people think it's a very easy to get mortgage, like it's every other type of condo, and it's really not. And then I have other people who think you only have to have cash, and with some of the CONDOTELs being 500, 600, 700,000, they think they have to have 700,000 in the bank to be able to purchase this, and that's not necessarily true. So wanted to talk to Leslie and ask her basically, what does the financing look like for a CONDOTEL?
Okay, well, a CONDOTEL is going to require a minimum of 25% down. It doesn't have any stigma attached to it like a regular condo. Investors are more than welcome. You actually can go up to 100% investment saturation of ownership with CONDOTELs. Granted, like you said, it is not like doing a regular condo type of a loan.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going to be all the same documentation. They're going to ask for W-2s and the tax returns and pay stubs and all of that. However, if you are a regular investor, they have a lot of different programs available that you might not have to prove all of that. Almost like the old time no-doc loans. I hate to use that word, but almost like that.
But not quite.
But not quite. But it actually is easier than people think to be able to purchase a CONDOTEL. Some of the caveats: it does have to actually be a one bedroom. It can't be a studio. At least with my investors that I currently have.
Can they be connected? Like if one is like, so with Signature, they have a product that they're not connected, but there is an outer door, but then there's two other exterior doors, and you can close that outer door, but it doesn't close all the time. Just depends if they're both rented to the same party.
Yes, that typically will be okay. That is Signature, it's MGM, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yes, and so we've done ones on the MGM properties before, so I think any of them would probably be fine. You get better pricing if you can do 30% down, but you have to do 25% down.
Okay. All right. So it's not your typical 20% investor one.
Correct.
Okay.
And they do have to have a fully functioning kitchen. So it does have to have a refrigerator and an actual stove unit in it. Other than that, those are like the big things that the investors look for.
Mm-hmm.
It's done on what we call a portfolio type of a loan. It's not regular Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac guidelines.
Okay.
So the portfolio lenders are basically using a pool of other people's money. And so some of the rules they make up on their own.
Okay, so it's almost like private lending.
Almost.
Okay.
Almost.
All right, so it's not, you can't just walk into a bank and get this type of loan.
That is correct.
Okay, because most banks, like your Bank of America, your Wells Fargo,
they're not going to lend typically
okay.
on CONDOTELs.
All right, so it's going to be, you're going to have to find like a boutique broker or broker like yourself.
A banker or a broker, somebody that has access to those types of portfolio products.
Okay, and do you do a lot of CONDOTELs?
I don't do a ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
I do some, and I think we're going to start seeing them more and more now, though, with the whole Airbnb mentality that so many people have right now. Everybody travels that way when they go to stay somewhere. I think you're going to start seeing it more and more.
Okay, because I am getting a ton of calls, and as we know, Airbnbs, Vegas is not a very Airbnb friendly town.
Correct.
The CONDOTELs are 100% okay.
Yes.
Because they're contained, they're legal, and not everybody lives in them. Because there are some people who actually live in these.
That is correct.
Not a ton, but most of it is being literally to be leased out. And I have to check on the vacancy rates, but I don't think Vegas has a huge vacancy rate in the last year and a half since we opened.
Since we opened back up again, I have heard the same thing, that our vacancy is very low.
Because I've noticed just even like certain weekends. Just, I think it was a couple weeks ago when they were doing that trial run for the Formula 5 cars, or is it Formula 5?
I think that's
or
what
Formula 1, excuse me, Formula.
I
get Indy 500.
I don't
whatever.
drive those, and I don't go watch them, so I don't know much about them.
But I was just driving, and I was away from the strip because we both know when you live here, you don't go to the strip.
You don't go there.
You don't go there.
I think though with the Condo-Tels, I think they also rent cheaper than what a lot of our actual hotel rooms rent for.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. If you go online and you just look them up, just do a search.
Well, I would say comparatively, because if you have a 1-bedroom with a kitchen, that would be, I would pay $200 if the room, like if a room was just $200 a night. I'd rather pay $200 for the bigger room and the bigger space.
Absolutely.
Because then you could actually, if you're traveling with, let's say you're traveling for whatever reason, you brought some friends along, or you have kids who go to cheer competitions, which comes here a lot too.
Yes.
That would be a great place to stay because you can fit several of them.
You can also prepare your own meals there. That saves a lot for people that are traveling in big groups like that.
Right. So, when you have things like that, or conventions,
yes,
and you're having to travel on the fly, and you need somewhere to stay, and you just don't want to deal with all the hustle and bustle, because eating on the strip can be very expensive.
It can be. It can be great, but it can be very expensive.
Are there any other, like if someone had a lower credit score for a Condotel, how can you navigate with that, or would they really have to have a clean portfolio?
Well, ideally they do want to have a pretty clean portfolio, so the minimum is usually going to be about a 680 on a FICO score.
Okay.
For those types of portfolio lenders. However, if they came to me and worked with me, if they didn't have the credit that they needed, I can work with them and put them on a plan, so maybe they can't buy this month, but maybe 3 months from now they'll have that 700 or that 720.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because I've gotten a lot of phone calls lately on the Condotels, because Airbnbs, like we were just discussing, it's hard to find the right spot with them, and anywhere with an HOA isn't going to allow them.
That is correct.
And then the rules with Clark County, if you don't do it a certain way, or with Henderson or North Las Vegas, if you're doing it not exactly correctly, you're going to have some hefty fines in there. And that's because of all the hotels that are out here. They don't want it eating into their profit.
That is correct.
So, which I don't think it would.
I don't think it would either, because some people just really like to stay at a hotel, and that's okay too.
Yeah, and some people want to, because they want to be on that gaming. And that's the other thing with a Condotel, is most of them are either right around the strip or just off of it, where they can access the strip a lot easier, so they're able to get to the things that people are coming to Vegas for.
Correct.
And the number one reason would be the gambling and the shows.
Yep. Yep.
And gambling actually being the number one reason.
That is true.
And everyone thinks that, this is the adult Disneyland. So basically that's what we are. Orlando has Disney World. We are the adult Disney World for adults.
That is correct.
You don't have to pretend.
What is the average purchase price that you've seen with the Condotels?
So on studios, which I'm seeing now, if the studio has a full kitchen, would that work?
If it's over 500 square feet, it might.
Okay.
They will look at some of them on a case-by-case basis. They don't. That's what I'm saying about the portfolio lenders. It's not so cut and dry that there's no wiggle room.
Okay.
Sometimes if it's a make sense deal, they will do it.
Okay.
But as a rule of thumb, they tell you that it needs to have a bedroom. But if it's over the 500 square feet and it did have the full kitchen and everything attached to it, it's possible they might do it.
Got it. All right. On the 500, so Signature, I'm seeing those prices. That's pretty much in between like what Vidara, and then Platinum would be your cheapest.
Okay.
So you have Trump, Palms Place, Vidara, Platinum, and then there's one more, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. But those are the 5, and Platinum being the cheapest, because they are all 1-bedrooms and studios.
Okay.
And then you have the others, which will have a 2-bedroom on some of them.
Okay, well, our portfolio lenders will go up to 1.5 million.
Oh.
So.
Because Vidara has that.
Okay.
I would say the average between Signature and Vitara, what I've seen is about $450 more for Signature.
Okay.
On the studios, And then the 1-bedrooms are like in the 600, between the 5 and 600. The higher the floor and the better the view, the more expensive the property.
And possibly the more amenities.
And
that
Vidara
they
is
might
the
offer.
most expensive that I've seen.
Okay.
Oh, Cosmopolitan has a few units in there, but then they didn't fully convert because they were starting theirs during the crash of 2008 as well.
Yeah.
So Cosmopolitan, if you do see one of those in there, those are going to be over $1 million.
Okay.
But
well, we can finance them.
And those are great because those have full balconies and it's the only hotel I think that has a full balcony. Like
nice.
It's a full walk around balcony. So those ones have a nice balcony on the outside, but there's not very many that were sold. So when they do come up for sale, they are really in high demand because they're not very, it's supply demand. They're not in supply. So, but I think that cleared up a lot of questions. Is there anything else that you can think of?
Not really. I think it's a great business opportunity. So if you're getting those calls.
Yeah, it's a great business opportunity. So if you thought that you needed 100% cash to get in, that's not necessarily true. So please give us a call. I'll hook you up with Leslie and we'll see what we can do. And again, I wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. This is Christina and Leslie, and I am looking to be your real estate expert by choice. So if you're looking to buy or sell in Summerlin, Henderson, Lake Las Vegas, and all the places in between, please give me a call. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like our videos, and hit the bell so you can be notified. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Have a great day.